Welcome to Kicktalk Reboot. I'm Calum Corral. Today our featured match was the Stagecoach First Division encounter between Greenock and Largs, and I will be joined by former Scotland Junior International boss Dick Brock later in the programme, but now it's over to today's results. Scottish Cup Round 2. Stonywood 2, Devonside 0. Stagecoach Premier Division. Athley 1, Auchinleck 0. Cumnock 0, Beath 1, Glenafton 5, Kilbirnie 0, Oven Meadow 1, Petershill 0, Troon 1, Clydebank 1, Stagecoach Super League First Division, Kilsyth 3, Neilston 2, Robroy 3, Ovenvix 1, Pollock 3, Ardere 0, Shithston 3, Thornywood 2, Yoker 1, Maybole 3, Greenock Juniors 1, Thistle 1. Stagecoach Ayrshire District League, Anbank 0, Dalry 5, Winton Rovers 2, Kilwinning 1, Craigmark 3, Muirkirk 0, Govan 0, Luga 5, Kello 1, Davil 2, Saltcoats 3, Whitlets 3, Stagecoach Central District First, Bellshill 3, Lark Hall 3, Dunnypace 10, Ashfield 2, Lanark 4, St Anthony's 1, Lesmahago 3, Carluke Rovers 4, Maryhill 3, Wishaw 0, Renfrew 0, Vale of Clyde 1. Stagecoach Central District 2nd, Cambuslang 3, Forth Wanderers 2, St Roch's 1, Royal Albert 1, Port Glasgow 2, Johnsonborough 5, Rossvale 2, Glasgow Pershire 1, and Vale of Leven 3, East Kilbride 0. And now it's on to my matchday report. The score at Ravenscraig Park was Greenock Juniors 1, Largs Thistle 1. Largs Thistle started well in this encounter and Graham Muir managed to thread his way through a packed defence. The midfielder's goal-bound shot was deflected over the bar by David McGarrigle's foot in 5 minutes. Greenock replied with a hopeful diagonal shot from Thomas Doherty, but it was well wide. Thistle's Ewan Lindsay then caught a half volley in the turn and sent a crashing shot just wide at the other end. And Largs opened the scoring on 23 minutes, and it was no surprise it came from Sean Lawrence. The busy winger showed a clean pair of heels to defenders before striking a 25-yarder into the bottom left corner. 2 minutes later though, Greenock were level. A corner into the box was missed by keeper Grant Weir, allowing Ryan Craig to side foot home. And things went from bad to worse on 32 minutes for the Barfields outfit. Largs had defender Barry McLaughlin red-carded for dissent after disputing an offside decision. Lawrence forced a dangerous curling shot which was then saved by Greenock keeper Mark Monk before the break. The ever-dangerous Craig Brown for the home side was presented with a very good opportunity to score, but he smashed an 8-yard effort just wide of the right-hand post. And Frizzell was looking dangerous and he put in a good cross from the right-hand side, but there were no takers for Thistle. The midfield battle continued well into the second half. Chances were at a premium. Sub Jamie McKenna squandered a good opening by blazing over the bar for the home side. Largs were clearly tiring, but the game was really much on a knife edge. Both Frizzell and Lawrence ran their hearts out for Largs. They carried the ball up the park and helped reduce the pressure on the rest of the side. And there were hopeful claims for a penalty, as Jamie McDonald claimed he was obstructed when racing forward in goal. But Greenock got stronger, and in the final 10 minutes they came very close to snatching victory. They peppered the Largs area with curling balls into the danger zone. Ryan Craig whipped in a free kick on the right, which was nearly a Largs OG, as it was turned just beyond the left post. And Grant Weir had to dive at full stretch to make sure that Sub McGowan's header stayed out at the left post. But Largs, to their credit, persevered. Weir's long kick-out nearly caught Greenock napping as sub Sean Pearce raced onto it. He leapt in the air, but his header beyond Monk did not have enough purchase, and the Greenock keeper managed to track back to save. So a point apiece was probably the fairest result on the day, but it really doesn't help either side, particularly Largs, who are still in the lower reaches of this league. But as we know, it really is a cutthroat league with 4 teams going down. So the final score at Ravenscraig was Greenock Juniors 1, Largs Thistle 1. And now it's over to Dick Brock, who I spoke to after the game. Dick Brock, experienced ex-Scotland Pollock and Largs Thistle manager after today's 1-0 match between Greenock Juniors and Largs. A fair result, Dick?
Yeah, very fair result. I thought Largs put a good effort in, good shift, played well. Thought they did, considering 10 men for 60 minutes, did alright.
Given all the action seemed to happen about the 25-minute mark, Largs took the lead. It was a great goal.
Yeah, a really good goal. So I think that's three in 3 weeks for Sean Lawrence. He's playing well just now. Showing a good attitude.
He also made a great challenge at the end to get the ball away from the line when it looked like Greenock were really piling on the pressure.
He played really. He did a good shift, even back in defence today. I was really impressed with him. Really impressed.
In terms of the likes of the goals, it was let's say Largs took the lead, Sean took the goal well, but then Greenock equalised almost immediately. It'll be disappointing from Largs' point of view, maybe not to come away with full points in that respect.
I thought actually today the team actually were quite solid. They didn't cause too much danger. I mean, although they had a couple of chances second half, but that wasn't. It's true what they say, but I'm glad we weren't playing a top team today because we might have struggled.
Yeah. Some of the guys were saying they were quite impressed with the midfield held up today and defensively as well. The likes of Nicky Jimison, the young lad at the back, he's only 18, 19.
I thought he played well. I think he's got a lot of promise. The boy's got a chance, just got to persevere, keep playing in centre half because that's his best position.
Yeah. From a Greenock point of view, though, let's say they came strong really in the last 10 minutes or so, didn't they? I
think we tired a wee bit because obviously playing with 10 men for an hour, but I thought we held out well. At the end of the day, I thought they deserved a draw.
Sure. It's been a tricky season though for Largs, and given they're still chasing that elusive first league win, it was maybe disappointing not to get into it, but given the circumstances, like you say, a point they've got to be happy with that.
Yeah, I think so. We definitely need an out-and-out goal scorer. We're definitely missing somebody to put the ball in the back of the net every week. I mean, we're relying on Sean Lawrence now, who's actually really a winger. So we really need somebody who's going to play centre forward and score goals.
Okay, Dick, thanks very much. Thank you. And thanks very much for our first time pundit this week, Dick Brock, for joining us today. Just after our interview, also had praise for Greenock's Craig Brown, who was a danger throughout the afternoon, and young Alan Frizzell for Largs, who put in a very hard-working shift. But now it's on to our goal scorers roundup. And firstly, we venture into the William Hill Senior Scottish Cup as Halford United were held to a draw against Stirling Albion at Blair Park in front of 551 fans. Ex-Ayr United sharpshooter Stuart Keane opened the scoring on 10 minutes as the forward spawned chances to go further ahead. Stirling secured a replay at Forth Bank with a 78th minute headed equaliser from Craig Smith. And into the Stagecoach Premier Division, Oven Meadow moved 5 points clear of second place Petershill after a 1-0 victory in the top of the table clash. Gary McCann scored in 87 minutes for the mighty Meadow over Petershill. And Eddie McTiernan, he got the only goal of the game as Athley toppled Talbot, whose winning run was brought to an abrupt end in the Premier League. The other big surprise came at Glenafton, who ran out comfortable 5-0 winners over Kilbirnie Ladeside, goals coming from Conley, Aussie, ex-Ladesider Kinney, and a double from Strachan. Now Paul Freeze, he boosted Beath with the only goal of the game at Cumnock to maintain their momentum in third spot. Jamie Campbell's first half strike for Basement Boys Clyde Bank was cancelled out by Craig Harvey for a share of the spoils at Portland Park. And Bradley and a Winters double kept Pollock in top spot in the First Division with a 3-0 win over Ardea. Rob Roy reeled in another 3 against Ovenvix thanks to goals from McKechnie, Brogan and Hunter, with Colligan notching a consolation. And Maybole might have been down to 9 men, but they still managed to pull off a 3-1 victory at Yoka thanks to a Rab Patterson double and an Andy Stevenson strike. Now, Kilsyth, they were 3-0 up on Neilston, but Gordon and Kennedy scored 2 late goals to put the Frighteners on Kilsyth during this Halloween weekend. But Kilsyth managed to hold on and it finished 3-2. And now we go into the Ayrshire district. It was father v son on the managerial front as Chris Strain Senior's Winton side won 2-1 over Chris Strain Junior's co-winning thanks to a Ryan Caddis double, Ben Carson replying for the visitors. But it was a Jordan Ryan double for Davil who led the way in the Ayrshire district this evening after a 2-1 win at Kirkconnell. That's it for Kicktalk this week. Thanks to Dick Brock again for joining me today. Thank you and goodbye.